Have you ever just felt that pull? You know, the one to lace up your shoes, not for a jog with a friend, but for a long, quiet walk, all by yourself? Well, if you have, you might be tapping into one of your mind's most powerful states. Today, we're going to dive into the fascinating psychology of why that is. So let's just get right to it. When you have the choice, what's your go-to? A walk with someone else, chatting away, or the quiet company of just your own thoughts and the rhythm of your feet on the pavement? If that's you, if you chose the solo walk, then listen up. What you might have thought of as some kind of antisocial quirk is anything but. In fact, psychology tells us this preference isn't a flaw at all. It's a feature, and a pretty powerful sign of a creative and independent mind. Yeah, for way too long, society has kind of slapped this negative label on people who enjoy their own company. It's about time we challenge that. Let's dismantle this whole myth of the loner and see what's really going on. You know the stereotype, right? It paints a pretty bleak picture. Anyone who prefers to be alone must be antisocial, probably lonely, definitely disconnected. But the psychological reality? It's the complete opposite. It's a picture of independence, of deep focus, and of some seriously powerful creativity just waiting to bubble up. So this all leads us to a really fundamental question. Is this desire to be alone, to walk by yourself, a bug in our social programming, or is it actually a powerful built-in feature? Seriously, think about it for a second. Is that need for a solo walk a sign of some kind of social weakness? Or could it be the key to unlocking a hidden strength, one you might not even realize you have? Well, the answer to that question isn't just some philosophical idea. It's actually neurological. It's science. So let's pull back the curtain and see what's really happening inside the brain when it's in that solitary state. To really get this, we have to talk about these specific pathways in your brain, something scientists often call the default mode network. Just think of it as your brain's imagination network. It's the system that lights up when your mind is free to just wander. It connects old memories, it simulates future possibilities, and it's where those brilliant aha moments come from. And the science on this is absolutely clear. Solitude isn't passive. It's not about doing nothing. It's an active mental state. When you walk alone, you are intentionally firing up the parts of your brain that are responsible for your best, most innovative ideas. You're giving your mind the room it needs to breathe and connect the dots in totally new ways. Okay, so how do we tap into this? How do we intentionally activate this powerful brain network? Well, it's actually way simpler than you think. It all starts with this simple, practical, physical act of walking alone. It's like a clear chain reaction. See, by choosing to take that solo walk, you immediately reduce all that external social input. You're not processing a conversation or trying to match someone else's pace. This frees up so much brain power, right? And that allows your brain to switch its focus inward and light up those creative networks we were just talking about. The result? You hit this state of deeper thinking, where insights that were buried under all the daily noise can finally come to the surface. You know, this ability to not just survive, but to actually thrive in solitude, it points to a fascinating trait called low social dependency. Now, this isn't about disliking people at all, not one bit. It's about having the capacity to find contentment and stimulation from within, without constantly needing feedback from others to feel engaged and whole. So, the takeaway here is pretty clear, isn't it? It's time to stop questioning that preference for a solo walk and start embracing what it really is, a direct line to the powerful inner thinker that you are. All right, let's lock in this new perspective. Your solitude, that's a tool you use for creativity. That walk you take alone, that's a mental workout, just as important as a physical one. This preference isn't a weakness. It is a sign of true psychological strength. So from now on, let's officially retire the word loner and replace it with something way more accurate: deep thinker. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. Now that you know that a solo walk is basically a gateway to your most creative self, the only question left is, where are you going to let your mind wander on your next one?